Do you ever find yourself saying, "I'm sorry," almost on autopilot? Maybe you apologize for taking a little longer to do something, for not remembering a name right away, or for simply needing a moment to rest. It's as if decades of life experience, wisdom, and strength have somehow trained us to apologize for the very things that make us human. Especially as we get a little older, we carry this quiet burden of feeling like we're inconveniencing others, or that we're somehow falling short of some invisible standard. It's a painful reality that many of us don't even realize we're living. We've internalized the idea that needing anything, or even just being ourselves at this stage of life, requires an explanation, a justification, or, worst of all, an apology. But what if I told you there's a secret, a truth that can lift this weight? You don't need to apologize for so many things you think you do. In this video, we're going to look at 7 specific things older adults should absolutely stop saying sorry for. Starting today, reclaiming these parts of your life isn't just about stopping a phrase. It's about reclaiming your peace, your boundaries, and your inherent worth. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. Let's start right there, with the first thing you should stop apologizing for: saying no. How many times have you said yes to something when every fiber of your being screamed no? Maybe it was another committee meeting, watching the grandkids when you were exhausted, a social event you just didn't have the energy for, or helping someone move a sofa that felt heavier than a house. There's this deeply ingrained sense of duty, isn't there? Especially for our generation. We were often raised with the idea that you help others, you pitch in, you don't make waves, and you certainly don't let people down. Saying no felt, and often still feels, selfish or lazy. We might preface it with a long explanation, or worse, a heartfelt apology. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just don't think I can make it." Or, "I'd love to help, but I'm afraid I can't. I'm so sorry." But here's the truth. Your time and energy are precious resources. As we get older, those resources aren't boundless the way they might have felt decades ago. Your body has earned its rest. Your mind has earned its peace. Saying no isn't about rejecting the person or the activity. It's about protecting yourself. It's about honoring your limits, which are real and valid. Think about it. When you say yes out of obligation, you're often doing so at the expense of your own well-being. You might push yourself too hard, feel resentful, or miss out on the quiet time you needed to recharge. That's not sustainable, and it's certainly not fair to you. You are not obligated to be available or capable of doing everything asked of you, simply because you exist. Your value is not tied to your ability to perform tasks or meet every request. Saying no, clearly and kindly, is a powerful act of self-respect. It sets healthy boundaries. It teaches others how to treat you and that your time is valuable. You don't owe anyone an apology for managing your own life and energy levels. A simple, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I won't be able to make it," or "That sounds lovely, but I'm not available," is perfectly sufficient. No apologies needed. No elaborate excuses required. You have the right to decide how you spend your time and energy. And that right doesn't diminish with age. Arguably, it becomes even more important to exercise it wisely. Now, let's move on to another area where apologies often creep in unnecessarily. Taking time for yourself. How often do you feel the need to apologize for needing quiet time? For wanting to read a book instead of socialize? For canceling plans because you're just not feeling up to it? Or for simply sitting and doing nothing? "I'm so sorry. I know I said I'd come over, but I'm just feeling a bit tired today." Or, "Excuse me, I just need to go lie down for a bit." There's a pervasive feeling that downtime needs justification, that productive activity is the only valuable way to spend your hours, but needing time for yourself, especially as you get older, is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's crucial for your physical and mental health. Your body and mind need time to rest, to process, to recharge. Ignoring this need leads to stress, fatigue, and can exacerbate health issues. Think of it like maintaining a car. You can't just drive it relentlessly without stopping for fuel or maintenance. You need pit stops. You need tune-ups. Your downtime is your maintenance. Apologizing for taking this essential time is like apologizing for needing to breathe. It's fundamentally necessary for your continued well-being. You've likely spent decades taking care of others, raising families, building careers, supporting communities. You have more than earned the right to prioritize your own needs without guilt or apology. Embracing quiet moments, pursuing hobbies you enjoy, or simply resting when you need to, are not acts to be sorry for. They are acts of self-preservation and self-love. They contribute to your overall happiness and ability to actually enjoy the time you do spend with others. Don't let anyone, including yourself, make you feel guilty for tending to your own garden. Your well-being is paramount, and prioritizing it is a sign of wisdom, not selfishness. Moving on to a third point that often triggers unnecessary apologies: expressing your opinions or sharing your experiences. Have you ever held back from speaking up in a conversation, or prefaced your thoughts with, "I'm sorry, but," or "maybe I'm wrong, but"? Perhaps you've felt that your perspective isn't as relevant anymore, or that your experiences from a different era aren't valuable in today's world. There's a subtle societal pressure that can make older voices feel less important or out of touch. This can lead us to apologize for simply sharing our thoughts, our memories, or our hard-earned wisdom. But your voice matters. Your opinions, formed over decades of living, observing, and learning, are valuable. Your life experiences are a rich tapestry, full of lessons, insights, and perspectives that younger generations haven't yet encountered. Sharing them isn't imposing. It's offering a gift. Apologizing for sharing your perspective is like apologizing for contributing to the richness of human conversation. You have earned the right to speak your mind, respectfully, of course, but without feeling the need to cushion it with an apology for simply existing and having a viewpoint. Your thoughts and feelings are valid. Your memories are a vital link to the past. Don't apologize for taking up space in a conversation or for sharing the unique perspective that only you possess. Your life has given you a vantage point that is worth hearing. Whether it's a story from your youth, an observation about the world today, or a gentle suggestion, speak your truth without apology. The world needs to hear diverse voices, and that absolutely includes yours. Don't let fear or perceived irrelevance silence you. Your voice has power and value. Now that we've touched on saying no, taking personal time, and expressing yourself, let's dive into the fourth thing you should stop apologizing for: not keeping up with everything. The world moves at a breakneck pace these days, doesn't it? New technology pops up constantly. Social media trends change by the hour, and the sheer volume of information coming at us can feel overwhelming. It's easy to feel left behind, out of the loop, or not as quick on the uptake as you once were with certain things. And what happens? We apologize. "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with computers." Or, "Forgive me. I just don't understand all this new slang." Or, "I'm sorry. I missed that reference." There can be a quiet shame associated with not being instantaneously plugged into every new development. But honestly, who is keeping up with absolutely everything? It's an impossible standard at any age. And it's particularly unfair to expect yourself to be perfectly conversant in every fleeting trend or technological advancement. You have a lifetime of knowledge and skills that are incredibly valuable. You navigated a world without smartphones, figured out how to communicate across distances before the internet, and likely mastered practical skills that many people today lack entirely. Your intelligence and capability aren't measured by your proficiency with the latest app. They are measured by your wisdom, your resilience, your character, and the wealth of experience you carry. It is absolutely okay not to be interested in or proficient with every new thing that comes along. You get to choose what you engage with. You get to decide what's important for your life. Don't apologize for not being a walking, talking database of current events or technological jargon. You have a different kind of expertise, one that is arguably far more valuable and enduring. Your understanding of human nature, your historical perspective, your practical wisdom. These are treasures. Focus on what you do know and what interests you, and let go of the pressure to be an expert in everything else. You are more than enough, exactly as you are, with the knowledge you possess. There is no need to apologize for not being constantly plugged into the digital fire hose of information. Moving on to our fifth point, asking for help. This is a tough one for many, isn't it? Especially if you've been fiercely independent your whole life. Asking for help can feel like admitting weakness, like being a burden, or like you failed in some way. So, when you do need a hand with something, whether it's carrying groceries, understanding a bill, or just needing someone to talk to, you might preface it with a hesitant, "I'm sorry to bother you, but," or, "I hate to ask, but could you possibly?" Why the apology? Why the feeling of being a bother? Needing help is a fundamental part of the human condition. From the moment we are born, we rely on others throughout our lives in different ways. We lean on each other. Interdependence is not a weakness. It's a beautiful aspect of community and relationships. As we get older, physical limitations might arise, or tasks that were once easy become more challenging. This is a natural part of life, not a personal failing. Asking for help isn't about losing your independence. It's about wisely managing your energy and allowing others the opportunity to show their care and connection. Think about it when someone you care about asks you for help. How does it make you feel? Often, it feels good, doesn't it? It makes you feel needed, valued, and connected to them. When you allow others to help you, you are giving them that same gift. You're strengthening the bonds between you. You are not a burden for having needs. You are simply human. Releasing the need to apologize for asking for help frees you from unnecessary stress and allows you to receive the support that is rightfully there for you. It's a sign of strength to know your limits and to have the courage to reach out. You are not diminishing yourself by accepting assistance. You are opening yourself up to connection and care. So, next time you need a hand, take a deep breath and simply ask. No apology required. Our sixth thing to stop apologizing for is resting. In a society that often glorifies being busy and constantly productive, taking time to rest can feel almost illicit. We might feel guilty for sitting down with a cup of tea in the middle of the afternoon, for taking a nap, or for having a quiet day when there are things that could be done. And this guilt often manifests as an apology. "Oh, I'm sorry. I know I should be doing the washing, but I just needed to sit down for a minute." Or, "I'm sorry. I think I'll head up for a rest now." This pervasive feeling that rest is only earned after exhaustion, or that it needs justification, is incredibly harmful. Rest is not a reward for productivity. It is a vital component of overall health and well-being. It allows your body to repair itself, your mind to clear, and your energy levels to replenish. As we get older, the need for adequate rest often increases. Our bodies take longer to recover, and sufficient sleep and downtime are crucial for everything from immune function to cognitive health. Apologizing for resting is like apologizing for needing to eat or sleep. It's a fundamental human need. You are not being lazy by resting. You are being wise. You are listening to your body's signals and giving it what it needs to function properly. Prioritizing rest allows you to be more present, more energetic, and more engaged during your active times. It's an investment in your health and your ability to enjoy your life. You do not owe anyone an explanation or an apology for taking a moment to rest. Your body is not a machine that can run non-stop. It requires care, And rest is a significant part of that care. Embrace your rest time, guilt-free, and certainly apology-free. It is a necessity, not a luxury. Finally, let's address the seventh thing you should stop apologizing for: changes in your pace or routine. Life changes as we get older, and so do we. The pace at which you do things might slow down slightly. Your preferred routine might shift. You might find you prefer earlier nights or later mornings. You might need more time to get ready or move around. And often, we feel the need to apologize for these shifts. I'm sorry. I'm not as quick as I used to be. Or, sorry, I can't stay up that late anymore. Or, excuse me, I just need a minute to catch my breath. These apologies stem from a comparison, comparing your current self to your younger self, or comparing yourself to others who may have a different pace. But your pace is your pace. Your routine is your routine. They are perfectly valid because they are what works for you. Now, your body has lived a long life, full of activity and experiences. It has earned the right to move at a speed that feels comfortable and sustainable. Forcing yourself to keep up with a pace that doesn't suit you is physically and mentally draining. It's okay if it takes you a little longer to do things. It's okay if you prefer a different schedule than you used to or than others do. These are not shortcomings. They are simply adaptations to a different stage of life. Apologizing for them is apologizing for the natural progression of time and the wisdom of listening to your body's current needs. Embrace your pace. Own your routine. Explain it if necessary. But do not apologize for it. You have the right to live your life at a speed and in a way that feels right for you. There is no universal speed limit or mandatory schedule for life after a certain age. Live on your own terms, at your own pace, without apology. So, we've talked about saying no, taking time for yourself, expressing your opinions, not keeping up with everything, asking for help, resting, and changes in pace or routine. These are all fundamental aspects of living authentically and caring for yourself, especially as you navigate later life. The truth is, you have absolutely nothing to apologize for regarding any of these things. These aren't flaws or inconveniences. They are aspects of being a human being, living a full life with changing needs and perspectives. You have earned the right to set boundaries, to rest when you need to ask for support, to move at your own pace, and to express the wisdom you've gained. Stop carrying the unnecessary weight of apologies for simply living your life on your own terms. Remember, small changes in how you think about yourself and how you communicate can make a big difference to your happiness and peace of mind. Releasing these apologies is a powerful act of self-acceptance. It's acknowledging your worth, your needs, and your right to live comfortably in your own skin at every age. You are not a burden. You are not less than because your needs or capabilities have changed. You are a person of immense value, with a lifetime of contributions behind you and much wisdom still to share. I'd love to hear which of these resonated most with you. Which apology are you going to stop saying today? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your insights might help someone else who is feeling the same way. If this video spoke to you, please give it a like. It helps others who need to hear this message find it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to this channel for more content aimed at helping you live your best life at every age. We explore topics focused on health, happiness, and finding fulfillment in later life. And finally, that surprise I mentioned. Here it is, the biggest gift you can give yourself, and arguably the world, is the gift of your authentic, apology-free self. Living without unnecessary apologies isn't just about you. It gives permission to others around you, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, to also embrace their own needs and set their own boundaries without guilt. You become a role model for self-compassion and healthy living. That freedom, that peace, is within your reach, simply by choosing to stop apologizing for being you. Live your best life at every age,